What's up out there? Welcome to another edition. You guys know what it is. Shop culture. And we started just a tad bit, a little bit later than usual, because we're going into the new year. So, okay, well, I wasn't going to say that, but all right.
Life happens.
Light, yeah. Stuff, stuff happens, so it's all good. We're going to just change that over and make sure you guys, when you guys are tapping and tuning in, you guys say hello, say what's up.
Mic check.
Man, couple days until New Year's. Man, what is going on for New Year's Eve? So, what are you guys gonna do? Make sure you guys put it down there. I'm still debating. I was trying to go see Kenny G, so I'm on the waiting list for that. But
yeah,
Doc said that's a no-go. So
give that one up. What's up, people? How's everybody doing out there?
Talk to him, Doc.
It's our last show of the year. We're hoping everyone had a good 2022.
No.
And we're wishing a much better 2023.
Yes.
We're going into it with positivity, love, and unity. Lift someone up.
Lift a lot of people up, man.
Yes, we all need it.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Kwanzaa.
So real quickly, like I said, let us know what you guys got planned for New Year's Eve. We got a lot of stuff going on in the city.
Well, introductions for those who may be tuning in for the first time.
Oh yeah. Well, I just assumed you guys already knew who.
Don't assume.
I'm assuming you all know who this is. We got over here the Doc. What's up, Big David? The circle's in the building. What's up, Dave? Hey, David, what you got popping for New Year's Eve? And then we got Miss T, the lovely.
Hello.
And then we got, you know who that is, Nick Jones in there.
What's going on? Hey, yo, Sync Seattle, they have a pajama jam that's going down New Year's Eve, 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the name of the venue is that they'll be holding it at. Still Liquor, that's what it's called. The venue is called Still Liquor. It's gonna be dope. And then Numos, they also have a New Year's Eve party that's going down, playing old school hip hop and R&B. Well, not old school, but stuff from the early 2000s. So it's gonna be dope. You guys check that out.
So what does that mean? The pajama jammy jam? What does that mean? I mean,
you don't know what a pajama jam is?
I think they're wearing pajamas.
I mean,
that's exactly what it is. It's
for a reason, though, right? Is it a sleepover?
It's a theme. It's just a theme.
It's just a thing.
Yeah,
not a sleepover.
So
everybody's gonna
an orgy.
Everybody's gonna dress up in their, I guess, finest or goofiest or most outlandish nightwear and just come through and bug out, vibe out, have fun.
Oh, you don't want to see my outlandish night attire.
you like no?
You don't want to see that. So people will actually go out and purchase pajamas for this event.
Mm-hmm. I'm going on Friday to get mine.
Oh,
so
you're going silk satin down?
No. No. I mean, if I find some, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a sleepover event. The reason for the pajamas.
You like the pajama jam?
Some laying down or something.
Wow.
Not that kind of party, I don't think.
Damn.
Okay.
Make sure really quick. David is having something with the Circle. He's doing interviews. Man, at GSL's New Year celebration at the Sheraton in Tacoma. So make sure you guys tune in with that. And Dave, won't you put the link up for that for people that might want to even go support and go there? But make sure you put that in the Shop Culture and put that on the link right now.
And when he puts that up, you can pin it in
the feature.
You can pin it there in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's up. Hey, T was so kind. She's celebrating Kwanzaa.
Yes. Today is the second day of Kwanzaa.
Yes, it is.
Kujichagulia.
Which means what?
Self-determination.
Self-determination.
Define yourself, basically. Just define yourself. And traditionally, zawadi, which are gifts, are given away for Imani, the last day of Kwanzaa. And gifts should not be frivolous. They should be something like educational or something homemade, something that has purpose, not just like a box of chocolate or, something frivolous, right? So I did get some Zawadi for the guys, and they would open them on the last day of money, but they want to open them today, so I'm gonna give them to them now.
So when you get
Appreciate
gifts,
it.
you know you.
And tomorrow's a Jima, right? Yeah.
And for those of you who celebrate and follow the daily Kwanzaa, well, thank you, Tama. What did you do yesterday for Unity Day? I'd like to know. I'd like to know what people did
Thank you,
Thank
T.
you.
for
Thank you.
Unity Day. Because that's what we need in our Black community.
So
And Black
a lot.
is
For
for
unity.
Umoja, go ahead and open, guys.
Okay.
And for Umoja, I went to a Kwanzaa celebration, and we had the Watoto, which are the youth, light the kinara, the candle holder, and I made those for you, by the way.
You made these.
I made those.
Wow.
Nick, you gotta open yours too.
Oh.
Wow. Look at this.
And
Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Thank you
That
so
is
much.
really
welcome.
nice.
T.
You put a lot of time into that.
Wow.
yeah, actually, I did. I like you guys.
You put a lot of time
Obviously.
into that. Well, thank you so much.
So I helped set up for the events for the week for Kwanzaa, and like I said, there were speakers and lighting the kinara and with the roast and sing, and just it's lots of positivity, a great vibe.
Oh, that's the dope. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at that color.
Yeah, this is blue.
You said you like blue, so
I
blue, gray,
appreciate
and
this.
cream. So that's what I got. That's what I made for you guys. I don't know if they're the same length because I didn't measure. I was just crocheting.
Throw mine in there, you know.
Oh, this is filthy, man. This is thank you so
Appreciate
much, T.
Thank you.
Wow.
You're
and then,
welcome.
guys, hold on. Hey, Nick, can you just show them mine? Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can see. You can see yours.
Oh, I want it up close like yours. You had yours up close. Can I get mine?
Oh.
Like I want mine up close. Yeah,
So,
Barry's is a light gray,
Yeah, that blue.
and then
She
James
killed that
has
blue.
has like a cream.
dog has like
some
a
gray-
cream.
He has a
and
cream.
shit.
look.
He has a cream with like some gray and stuff in it.
Oh, that's what I like to wear. I didn't know about that. The side tie. What you
Yeah,
know?
Come on, man.
Doc, let me
So
find
yeah,
out.
this
They
is
ain't told you
there's
about
Zawadi.
Oh, I see you, Doc.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like mine don't look like Doc's, but you know, you see.
I
Yeah,
think they
well,
like
yeah,
this
then we
guy.
gonna
You see it.
Doc,
You see
Doc,
it.
you have Doc tie that one because that's filthy, bro. That's dope, man.
I'm glad you like them.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're very
First
welcome.
Thank
piece
you.
of winter wear.
It's been kind of cold, so they may actually come in
You got to
handy.
have the skirt, man. That accentuates
Yeah.
whatever you're wearing.
But each night of Kwanzaa is sponsored
Ladies,
by
do you like
different
when men are wearing
organizations,
scarves?
So
What was
the saying was every night of Kwanzaa is sponsored by a different organization. And so last night was sponsored by Africa Town. And so they provided food and the program.
That is, man. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So, guys, and real quickly, how was everybody's? I'm just gonna say holidays. You know, some people don't celebrate Christmas, so I'll say, how was your holidays? How were the celebrations?
Thank you
And
for the compliment.
yes, yeah, isn't it? We are so blessed.
Dom said he want one.
Oh, no, I want one. Tell him. Only if he gets banana pudding.
You're not, we'll
Oh, sorry.
talk. I don't know. Maybe work something out. I don't know. It took quite a few hours though, and they take a lot of time to make. So,
Well, how long did it take you to do? You don't mind us?
I did one in a day, and I spent the entire day crocheting. I'm not the entire day.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah, that was. I appreciate that. I can't wait to wear mine around because I don't have no scarf, so I don't have no winter wear at all. So yeah.
one year from my ex-husband's, for Christmas, I made scarves for all of my former stepkids and my kids and my siblings and his siblings, even my brother in Canada. But my ex-husband, he didn't get one because he was being crazy. But I made a scarf for everybody one year. Well,
we appreciate you
he had
putting the
demands
time
on how he
in.
wanted me to
Yeah,
do it. So
most
he had some unrealistic demands, and so I was like, I'm not doing all that. So,
Well,
but yeah,
we appreciate it
For sure, for
and
sure.
So thank you once again.
you're very welcome.
And man, it's like we appreciate everybody watching. So, man, we got a chill show. We want to kind of do one last show for this year. I'm so happy that this year is over, or almost over. Excuse me. It has been.
It has been a challenging and arduous year
It's been a
for
rough one.
all of us. So it can only get better.
I hope now.
Yeah, seriously.
So let's do better things. Let's create better things. Let's make it a better year in 2023. Don't
More
hope that
empathy,
it will be.
nicer,
Absolutely.
more loving,
Yes.
and more giving, and vice versa.
And that's a great segue into our first topic.
Oh,
Yeah.
We were talking about gifting.
Mhm.
I give great gifts. Okay.
Men gifting versus women gifting. Is that what it is? Is that what we talking about, producer
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah. As I'm over here toggling around trying to get this video ready. So let me go ahead and share this screen. Give me a second, you guys. Y'all might see me do my thing, but go ahead and y'all can
Okay, well, let's talk about
provide a buffer for
yes.
me real
Right.
quick.
So a lot of men, and actually I know this from personal experience, because a lot of men come in and talk when they're getting cut up before the Christmas celebration. They talk about.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, are you
What
excited?
we talking about in the barbershop?
Well, I'm like, hey, are you guys excited? Christmas is coming up. I'm like, not really, because I already know what I'm going to get. A lot of men feel like there's no thought behind the
Really?
gifts that they get, and they think it's just
Who are these women?
Talk to them. Talk to them. And that's kind of, that's kind of the vibe. Like, it's just like,
I've kind of evolved away from traditional pagan holidays as I've gotten older, and gift giving is a thing that comes from the heart any time of year. It doesn't have to come, and I don't look at it as a special gift giving day, because I give gifts all year round.
which you should, especially to
Right.
your loved ones,
Exactly.
whether or not it's your children, your partner, whoever. It should be.
Spontaneous
It should be spontaneous.
and not expected.
It should be thought provoked.
Right.
It should show that you're in tune to who you're giving a gift to and their wants, needs, and desires. And it's not really the price of the gift that matters, but the practicality and the usefulness and the originality, and were you actually listening in these small talk conversations as you're going through life together, were you listening and picking up these little gems on what this person wants? Then when you get them something and they see they were really listening.
Do you have expectations though going into that, even though you might not celebrate it? What's up, KB?
What's popping, Kenny? After this, I'm gonna play the video.
Okay. Do you have expectations? On to Nick, won't you play the video, and then we can visit that afterward.
Okay, I got you.
Check this out, people.
Women.
Nadia, Merry Christmas.
Oh my god!
There you go.
No, you got me the monogram wallet. The sandals that I was. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I got you something.
you got me something?
Yeah.
You got me that PS5 I've been talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Woo!
No, even better than that. Just wait. Just look.
You got the new Xbox. Woo! That's what I'm talking
Merry
about. The thing is
Christmas,
fold out.
baby. Open it. Socks.
Socks.
Because you're always complaining how my feet are so cold in the bed at night. Now you have something to warm yours.
Fit Men Cook.
Uh-huh.
I kind of already have this book.
Yeah, but you don't use it enough. You don't cook enough, honestly. Yeah. I always come home and I'm hungry. And so I got you another one, just in hopes that you'd actually use this one.
But
I really love all of these right now. I'm going to go call my mom and show her everything that you got in the mail. Merry Christmas. Mwah. Enjoy, okay? Don't use it all at once now.
socks.
In that situation,
That's some BS.
is he
That's like
thinking I done spent thousands of dollars and she didn't think enough to know that I wanted a PS5 and she should have spent more money, or she should have been more thoughtful? What's going through his mind?
Real quickly, this is a great comment.
Melissa says some give with expectations, or some will use the gesture as something to hold over another's head, like throw it in that person's face later.
So therefore, shouldn't you find out what the person's love language is? beforehand?
Absolutely.
Because there are some people that they like to celebrate either with gifts like that, or receiving gifts, or a month-long celebration for their birthday.
Right.
And you got to find out and know those things going into, you know, getting to know the person
If you're
before
going
you
to
start the date. Because
successful and you're going to get along over a long period of time, you have to know each other's love languages. Some people, receiving gifts doesn't mean that much to them, and their number one love language may be acts of service or words of affirmation. You know, look up your love languages, study those, take the little quiz with each other and learn each other's love languages. If receiving gifts is their love language, and it doesn't have to be expensive gifts, it have to be something that you put time, effort, and thought into.
you hope so, but some people do have an expectation
Well,
where the gifts are, you know, they might be higher end. And are they wrong for having that expectation if, let's say, it's reciprocated?
well, what if receiving gifts is not your love language and it doesn't mean much to you, when you'd rather have a meal, a back rub, and a quality night
But that's why,
with a happy ending?
Right. That's why you have conversations. But
you got to have conversations.
know each
about it.
person.
Absolutely. Communication is key.
exactly.
Because like for me, like holidays and, you know, month-long birthday celebrations is just like something I'm not, it's, you know, not my thing.
Right.
But there are quite a few people that's a thing for,
Right.
and you have to, hey, either A, is that a non-negotiable for you,
No.
or is it something that you can, you know, work within my, you know, comfort level, efforts and levels in doing those type of gestures.
So say their thing is receiving expensive material gifts like Louis bags or whatever the case may be,
Mhm.
and you can't afford that, and that's outside of your budget. How do you turn around? How do you make that right? How do you make their gift enjoyable to them without spending a lot of money when they're used to having expensive things?
Are you guys on the same levels? Because again, the people that like those things, they usually, that's what they want. And
Right.
that's what they're looking for.
That may be what
I agree.
what they want, what they're looking for. But if you're really in tune to that person and you don't have the finances to provide that at that time, you could do something thoughtful, like a 1 year long picture collage in a nice photo book that you put together.
But it's still not a Louis Vuitton bag though.
But it's gonna last much longer, and it's gonna be much more heartfelt than a Louis bag.
My thought is if you're in a relationship with someone and the person likes nice things and you can't afford those nice things, and that person cares about you, they're going to recognize that you cannot afford those things. It's not going to push you to spend money that you can't afford to spend, and they're going to let you know, hey, and they're going to talk to you about, hey, what can we do instead? I would hope.
Well, yeah, I like how you said I would
would
hope,
hope.
because that's on the
hope.
that's on the back end.
And if they're that materialistic, why are you with that person anyway? If all they care about is what you can buy for them,
But is it materialistic? Sometimes you want what you want,
then
and
buy
it's okay.
it. Buy it yourself.
Right. It is material.
If the person you're with can't afford to buy it
Mhm.
and you really want it, then buy it yourself.
And if they give you something that's really thoughtful, that they put time and effort in, that really touches your heart, it may mean more to you, being that they couldn't afford it and you can afford it for yourself.
I mean, I agree with what you guys. I'm just playing devil's advocate on it, and I've seen both sides of it. I've seen men go out there and, you know, they're buying the expensive gifts, and it's not reciprocated at all. it's not no PS5.
But do you give a gift for it to be reciprocated, or do
I
you
would say 85% of people do.
or do you give the gift for the joy of giving and the enjoyment that you see this person out of receiving something that you're giving them?
I would like to think most people would think like that, but honestly, do we think most people do that?
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, that depends on the person. I can only speak for myself.
Yeah, and I'm not saying there's not people out there, both women and men, that give out of, you know, it's a heart condition that they feel inclined, they love to give. But
Right.
most people, I think they have Yeah, they want something in return.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
I can see that out of some people. But
Oh well, this is a
that
good.
doesn't
Yeah,
sound like
see-
a gift at all.
No, that's crazy.
Sounded like she invited you to
Wow.
take her on a date.
So wait, I had a woman invite you out to the Crab King and expected me to pay the bill. What's the proper response to this? No, she should
No.
cover the
Right.
bill.
if
She
If
is
she
she
invited
right.
you,
invites
she should
you
pay.
out,
Right.
you don't even have to bring your wallet if she's
Dumper.
inviting you out.
Dumper.
Bring tip
Move on to
money.
the next one.
you
No,
know?
and maybe maybe you as a gentleman, and we know KB is, would probably be like, hey, I'll take care of the tip.
Yeah.
But the expectation for her to invite you out and that you cover, that's tacky.
That's crazy.
Right. And Kenneth, he had a good comment up there earlier about learn a woman's shoe size, so the perfume she likes. So do you ask her these things, or as you're getting to know her, do you learn these things? And then as you gift her with these things, she knows that you are actually in tune to her. Does that carry weight? Does that have meaning in a woman's heart? That
I would
you are
think so,
actually
yeah.
in tune to the things that are meaningful to her?
Yeah, and just like that man was saying, he wanted a PS5 that's meaningful to him, and he went out and got those, the Louis V stuff, and she should have listened to what he wanted and made that happen. I think.
And maybe she couldn't
Something.
afford it. Well, she could have got him a GameStop gift card for whatever she could afford, along with the socks at the cookbook. Socks
Yeah.
is not a gift. Socks are a gift you give to someone you don't know. That's not a personal gift.
Well,
'Cause
she could have got a
everyone-
gift card of a certain amount and that went towards it.
Right, the GameStop gift card or where towards that PS5. Yeah, but socks, everybody has socks.
I could see if someone's getting like matching outfits for for yourselves, it's like for me and my guy, and matching sweatshirts, matching socks. I could see socks in that instance if it's like part of a matching theme that I'm doing. But just socks, that's just tacky.
Yeah, it's impersonal.
What about this situation here?
Oh, I didn't.
Kenneth, he says that he bought a chick a $400 Michael Kors bag, and the funky dog-headed bitch didn't even like it, didn't appreciate it, never again.
I'm
And he
so sorry,
also
Kenneth.
returned that bag to the store and got his money back.
As
Exactly.
you should.
as he should. What did Melissa say?
Well, obviously, that woman that you bought the $400 bag for, you had never been to the mall shopping with her, walking through the Michael Kors, walking through the Coach store, and seeing what catches her eye, and seeing what she's looking at and what lights her face up.
Oh,
Then
so
that's
you
the-
saying that's KB's fault?
right? That's
Oh.
the bag that you
Oh.
come back. It might have been $150 bag that
Oh, wow.
that was practical to her, that lights her eye, her
Kenneth?
face up, that she likes to carry.
Kenneth
Some
with the
women
rebuttal?
like big bags, some women like small bags. They want pouches inside, they want pouches outside. Pay attention to your woman. Be in tune to her,
Oh, wow.
what she wants.
Don't you
Kenneth-
think
Kenneth
most women
catches
like
her
name
eye.
brand of purses though?
Not necessarily.
Most of them. You said, can you repeat your question?
I
before
said,
answer?
don't you think most women like name brand purses?
And I was going to say most of them do.
Oh, but not according to wait. Doc said no.
No.
Uh-oh.
A lot
Talk
of
to
them
me,
do.
Doc.
Oh,
and I
and
would say maybe
KB,
most
he
do,
agrees with you.
but there has to be a level of practicality with that. They want a functional bag, a functional name brand bag.
But it's still name brand. It's
Well,
still- you can go to Goodwill and
That's
get your.
all I was.
Can't you go to get
that's
a
all
functional?
I was saying is that it's name brand. So most of them, yeah.
Corey Jones in the building. What's up, brother? How you
What's
living?
popping, Corey?
So can we all agree, T, that most women do like a name brand?
Not this
Right.
one. I mean, I'm the exception. I'm not big on name brand.
I like how she said I'm the exception
I'm
to
probably
the
exception
rule.
because that's just not my thing. I just feel like they're overpriced, and it's like someone's name on it. So what? I'm just not.
But if
I don't think it's
someone gifted
overpriced.
you
I
with
still
the
think
bag,
quality. I think
Maybe
Someone
it's
quality.
quality,
gifted
but
you-
it's like I'm not gonna spend $300 for a bag, and I wouldn't ask someone else to do it either. It's like why? It's just gonna carry stuff in it.
But some men like to see their woman in. It's
Absolutely.
a symbol.
Right.
It's a symbol of symbol
That's for
of love of
People who are materialistic,
appreciation
yes, but
for.
remember me, I'm not
and it
materialistic
shows
like that.
class. you know.
So
But are you materialistic because you want a $400 bag?
It's just- to me,
I
it's just not important.
absolutely love
To
this
me, it's not.
comment. Corey says, I only buy my wife the best.
Oh,
yeah, I'm just not big on that kind of stuff. just
what do you
not my
guys?
thing.
What do you guys think about that? You only buy.
If that makes them happy, go for it.
You
I
should
wear
only
top-
be buying your wife anything.
I wear top
that
dollar and-
insinuates you buying something for somebody else.
I think
Hold
he's
on,
talking
guys,
about.
let me read this comment here.
Okay, go ahead.
He continues it by saying, I wear top dollar and so should she.
Well, David Hayes said, if you can't afford name brand, don't go asking for name brand.
All right.
Oh,
But
wow.
Exactly.
Wait, don't
There's
we
gonna
all?
be a rebuttal.
Yeah.
I just feel it. It's gonna be a rebuttal.
Okay.
to that.
Hey, yeah. Yeah. KB says he absolutely agrees with
100.
Corey.
So wait, I wanted to get to this comment.
Okay, talk to me.
So, Kenneth, did you think to go and buy her some Nike shit with the money that you you got in return for the bag that she didn't like, or was it just, yeah, I'm done with this chick and you dumped her and went on, and just went on about your business? Which one did you do? I'm just curious. All right.
Well, isn't Nike name brand too?
Yeah, but you can go to the outlet store, get her some Nike stuff. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
I can.
that expensive. And
You
Exactly.
it's
could have
more
got her a
practical,
couple of pair of shoes,
and it's what she
$400.
likes, and it's practical. Just be in tune to what she likes.
Right.
I like what you said is maybe going with her sometime and noticing what catches her eye, because women are very expressive when you go to the mall.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Am I right or wrong
This is
about
true.
that?
That is
Can I
true.
get an amen? Because I
And
did.
you
That's true.
just shadow her, see what she looks at, what she likes, what she doesn't like, what features she likes in a purse, what type of Nike she like, Adidas, she like Puma. What is it?
I mean, the thing is, if she likes big purses, she'll already have big purses, right? If she likes small purses, she'll have small purses. So you can pretty much
Okay, that's what's
judge
up.
a little
That's what's
bit
up.
about what she already has and say, okay, she likes this kind of style. I never ever see this person with this style, so maybe she doesn't like that style. Right.
But
most
do
women,
you-
most women will tell. I like to think that women will tell you. You don't have to.
They're
do all this-
expressive.
you don't have to do all this figuring out. I mean, you can, but I'm inclined to think that most women will come out and tell you what it is that they
want.
like. And if you're
Yeah.
not paying attention to
You have a
what it is
conversation,
she's saying,
yes.
then you know.
But I think it's more meaningful.
People don't pay
when-
attention either, though.
when you're
Right,
paying
right.
attention without having to ask her, which shows that you're actually in tune.
After a certain amount of time, when you get that information to process and know what she likes, yeah, I agree with you
Right.
on that.
And the same thing goes for like wedding rings. Do you take her wedding ring shopping, or do you just casually go window shopping and see what catches her eye over the time, if that's what your plan is, to buy her rings, jewelry, whatever the case may be?
What's better?
Yeah.
You're asking what's better?
Do you ask her what she likes, or do you just observe what she
I
likes?
like to observe and then surprise me.
Right.
Damn.
There you
So
go.
we got here.
Absolutely.
I got this $300 wedding ring. Let's go, mom.
Yeah. And then when she loves it, she's also going to love the fact that you were paying attention and that you were in tune to her.
Yeah. Yes.
True.
All right.
Wait, real quickly, and then we're gonna.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
go ahead. What
uh
was you gonna address?
What'd you do?
oh. I was gonna say, is the expectation usually for men to be way more in tune with the woman than vice versa? It seems sometimes.
That was my next question.
I would
what
say
about
yes.
what men want?
I would say
what about
yes.
what we want?
I've said it in the group before. Women,
Uh-oh. It got
and
quiet on that?
I'll die on this hill. I don't care what anybody got to say
Uh-oh.
about it.
Talk to me.
But women generally don't give a damn about what it is men want or what we're saying, or when it comes to like gifts and being thoughtful, reciprocity.
Gifts, sexual.
I just don't think that they are. I don't think most of them really care for all of that. As long as they're getting what they get, then all is well.
You don't have a problem in
That's
a
just me.
relationship until she
That's kind
says
of
she's
a
unhappy.
narcissistic view. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
that is a totally narcissistic view. And
But is it a real view though?
it's real in a lot of situations, and it's a red flag to let you know that you're with a narcissist. And if you're an empath, an empathetic person that likes to give, well, narcissists attract empaths because they like to take, you like to give.
Yep.
But once you're depleted of your giving and there's no reciprocity, the narcissist moves on to the next source of giving, and they're depleted.
But sometimes
The
you got to
next
teach
victim.
somebody how to give a little bit too, though. Because I think sometimes people are not. I don't think they're just inclined to
teach somebody
know.
to give.
You
and
gotta-
reciprocate. No,
No.
that's a waste.
Well,
It's
you
wired.
guys.
It's in your DNA.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
You're literally
Mm.
taught that in elementary school.
Right.
Like, I'm not teaching no grown ass woman.
If you have to teach someone, then
No.
it's a task to them. They're doing it because, like a learned behavior is what you're saying. It's a learned
I think so
behavior
because,
to
like,
give?
let's say if I like going to a 5-star restaurant and she might not see the value in that. I might have to show her, hey, this is the reason why I like this.
But what if she's saying, you know what we could have done with that $475 we just spent?
But my thing is, what I'm saying is she has to pay attention to what I like too, and vice
Right.
versa. So
Right.
I think that's a teachable moment. Now she can pay attention.
So you're talking about broadening her horizons, basically. If she has
Well, I
an
think it's
experience that broadening her
it might
horizons,
be
there's nothing
broadening.
wrong
I
with
can
that.
say that, but I also think sometimes you have to teach somebody about the expectation about what you like,
Right.
and that goes with anything. Just to have it, just think that somebody automatically knows. I don't know. I just don't think that people are wired necessarily like that.
No, they are not. I mean, and when they're not wired like that, it's hard to rewire them.
It is hard, but some if you're special enough or you care about the person enough, you're gonna learn it. Because I think a lot of times us as men, we have to learn certain things.
And why would you want a person that you have to reprogram? Why can't?
You think they're gonna automatically? Men are gonna or women gonna automatically know those type of like those type of base?
The right one will absolutely.
Okay.
You get with the right one, which is why people have to be patient. Take your time. And if you're not getting what you're giving, if you require to get what you give, then keep moving, because there are those women out there.
Are you just gonna keep moving, or are you? When
Like
are you
what he
gonna
was
have a
just
time?
like what he was just about to say. There are women out there that will reciprocate and will oblige you and do that.
You might not care about those women,
and they feel good about it.
I appreciate,
but you might not care about those women.
Some of us are givers.
I appreciate women
I'm
like
giver.
that, and I appreciate your input on that, because that is, I've experienced that myself.
Right.
So they're definitely out there.
Right.
It's just, in my opinion, they're in the minority.
And it is such a relief to encounter that.
But isn't it a relief when somebody actually changes maybe their viewpoint and changes their behavior for you?
It would be a relief to you, because you stuck around to wait it out to see.
Yeah, just like she stuck around for
change
behavior.
Right, and you're trying to introduce them to an alternative perspective. Yeah, they'll see that perspective. They'll change their behavior temporarily, but they're going to go back to their original programming.
I just think a lot of times, though, sometimes, and we all play victim, or we all do this, is that we're impatient. We want the person to be that 100% right then and there.
What are some of the viewers saying?
I agree, Colin. I agree.
What are they saying?
I've already we'll start with Jay now, because I've been flashing the comments as we've been going along with the conversation. I think women should pay attention just as well as men do. I agree. Obviously, it's the effort. There you go. Testimony.
Doc said, yes, sir.
It's the effort. Melissa says it's the effort for me. I just appreciate him 100% of the time. Mm-hmm. Yep. Again, Colin, I appreciate.
Colin, so
I appreciate and I agree.
Keep it rolling.
Exactly. Waste of time. Melissa says some women, not all. Well, I'm gonna say.
There we go.
All, but some do reciprocate, and you're a part of that. Some. You're a part of that minority, as far as I'm concerned.
So should a man buy clothes for his woman?
Yeah. Why
not?
But what if she just hates it? What if she was like, really? When you
on.
buy her something and you're like, "Ooh, baby, I like this look," and she be like,
well, what is?
Isn't that a change of behavior you have to do then?
Wait,
no.
What article of clothing is it? Is this lingerie that you know?
We talking about lingerie,
I'm
right?
talking about like something to go out with.
We're talking about lingerie.
No, I'm not talking about lingerie.
Okay.
I'm talking about buying her an outfit, whether it be a sweatsuit, a dress, or whatever the case.
I think that goes back to you knowing your woman, her style, and all of that.
How you doing, Summer?
If you don't know that, then why are you even wasting your time and shopping for her and just walking in that situation?
So do you?
Summer, we're talking about spoiling your man. Do you spoil your man? That's what we're at.
Where's that coming? What did she say?
So late what we're talking about. Spoil your man.
Okay. So is it comfortable, or can you go out and say, damn, that would look good on my baby, and just get it for her and say, babe, this is going to look good on you? Are you confident that she's going to like it?
No, I'm not confident. She might not, and she has the right to, if she doesn't.
I mean, that's where you take a snapshot, send it to her, like, babe, what you think?
But sometimes you want a surprise, and if they don't like it,
and that's what you do in getting to know her style. Absolutely.
Right, you know her
style. Show her shot of it. You like that? I think this will look good on you. What you think? And her words are not going to say, but
the eyeballs, and if you
her
get some that
expression
night,
when she first sees it,
if you get some that night,
is going to be your answer.
All right. This is a dope topic. We got to get into the next one, though.
Oh, my bad.
Of course, says I could come up with a good idea on her fashion, but that shit changes with the yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is very true.
Ooh, it's selfish and inconsiderate to not pay attention to your man, especially if if you accept him to be in tune with your likes, wants, and needs.
Can we get Melissa to teach a one-on-one? Because we got a one-on-one course going on. She's doing some teaching. So she can't be like this. It can't be.
We're gonna have to, whenever we do our next meet and greet or event, we're gonna have to like.
Let's get Melissa and Penny on.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
I was gonna say buy her a drink.
Melissa and Penny, we need y'all tune in live.
Paging. I think you know what, but I think there are more because I'm gonna be honest.
Who said this?
Wait, what? Who said what?
This right.
I'll spoil him back. Wait, who said? Oh, that's Summer. You better stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of people. We got to make sure this is true because I hear it, right? But then I get a lot of men that say the opposite. They're not getting spoiled by their woman.
Well, if you're not getting what you want, why are you staying? Why aren't you
Because
making
you
your
love
needs
them.
Exactly.
No,
You love them or you love the idea?
of having a woman in your life with a vagina?
you know a lot of people.
At
A lot of people are
disposal.
scared of being alone.
And that's an issue right there. That's a whole other issue right there.
What you were just saying, I think is more. Can you say that again? You said
Scared of being
something
alone.
Yeah, no. Are you in love with her, or do you just love having a woman in your life and a vagina at your disposal?
So that's anchored towards the guys, and then you had said something about some people just love or don't like being alone.
Yeah,
I would
right.
tailor that more so towards the women.
Oh, Nick. Okay, Nick throwing shade. Nick Jones.
Check this at all costs. I like
That's
that.
what we got to whisper it. Nick Jones.
Look at Ken just said.
Melissa's changing some views. I like this, but I honestly, I think we all can agree. It's about spoiling each other. That's the beauty when you're in a great
really is.
relationship. You got a beautiful relationship, and you look forward to spoiling her, and she looks forward to spoiling you with those surprises. And
Right.
that's beautiful.
I mean,
what? Why we got away from that?
right.
We got
You
away
should-
from that.
You should get fulfillment out of seeing that
Person happy.
joy
Yeah.
in your partner. You know, that should be reciprocation enough.
We got these big old nice scars. Now, I ain't got nothing else from none of y'all. This is all I got.
Made by myself. Hours and hours of work.
Hysterical.
Sorry.
All right.
Thank you, though, T. That,
We got to get into the next topic.
ain't
y'all.
got no steak. We're still waiting for some steak.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
let's go ahead and
Play this video. Please share your thoughts on this because I have mine.
I
all
haven't
right.
seen this one yet.
Let's get it.
Most women, right, don't take criticism real, right? So even if she asks you something, let's say, you know what, are you making me happy? And I look at you and say, no, you're not. You're not doing this. I feel like your cooking is not that good. I feel like I'm not getting sex as frequently as I would like, or as frequently as you advertised when we were in the dating stage. I feel like you are not that attentive to me and things that you don't benefit from. I feel like, XYZ, a man get to laying that shit out to most women. If we're going to be honest, she going to, like, all she heard is what I'm not doing. And typically how that goes is it gets flipped immediately. Oh, yeah, well, when you do this or with what you doing, instead of actually taking the criticism that a man's giving you, going back to work on it and implementing it into the relationship like men have to do. So that's why I feel like the disconnect is women talk like it's very easy for this man to just communicate what you're not doing and I'll go fix it. That's not the case. Most women.
Shouts out to Crew Season, KREW and Season. Check them out on YouTube. They got a lot of dope discussions. A lot of stuff they talk about is what we talk about here on Shopkulture, but they dive in different ways. And
But I like what they're saying.
Yeah. So
I think
just want
they
to
go
say
into a little bit more, detail on certain things. But anyways, man, what, Doc? Do you want to start this off, or you wanna
Absolutely.
or I want to hear. Okay, go.
When you deliver a message to a woman the way he delivered that is criticism. What she hears is, I don't, you haven't, you didn't. And the more of that negativity that you throw at her, the thicker and higher her defense mechanism, the stronger her defense mechanism gets, and her initial reaction is going to be to clap back. So instead, there's something that you like about her because you're with her. So don't break her down, but build her up. In your delivery means a lot. You address these issues in I like this, but you could do it. It would be much better if you did it this way. And yes, that's good. And I appreciate your effort, baby. But could you do it this way? You always find good in every task that she does and then suggest how to make it better.
It's kind of tedious. I mean,
No,
I hear what you're saying. And I think there should always be some comfort and care when you're, when you're telling somebody maybe something that they're not doing. Oh,
or maybe
I have a
they're not
question.
just doing it to your liking and it's not doing. You have to give praise for the effort that's put forward and show that you have some appreciation that they're doing anything for you.
or ask them what's the best way for them to receive things, because
Right.
I think that a lot of times that doesn't come up initially. When you're in the dating phase, maybe because everybody receives things differently.
True.
Okay, but you look at the way that your woman loves and you think about that. And the way she gives love is the way she expects to receive it.
That could be, okay.
My question is he's not happy with a whole list of things, a whole slew of things. Have they have had a conversation at all about these things? Did this happen? It didn't happen overnight, I'm sure. At one point, they probably were happy, and over time, things changed. A whole list of things changed. So why weren't these things addressed and talked about as they were changing, and he's becoming less happy?
But I do think that he probably did address those things. Maybe
We don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he did. I don't know. I mean, if she's not, I don't know. Did she not know these things? I mean, what was the conversation? What was it about? What did they say?
Nick Jones, what you got to?
Who is that?
I was going to ask.
Summers. Is that Summer? Is that you again, Summer? Yeah, that's Summer. Summer said, I agree with you, but that thing about that word "but" it negates everything you said previously. Yes, it does.
That's what I try to, instead of saying but, I try to say however.
Or and. Or
Yeah.
okay,
'Cause
I agree with
Fair
that. I
enough,
agree
fair
with
what
enough.
that.
she's saying.
Yeah.
I think you do. Don't we have to ask our women again about receiving though? And because
About us receiving
or them receiving any type of criticism that is thrown their way, because a lot of times you can change the wording, you can do those type of things. Sometimes it's just not received well. It doesn't matter what it is, So
and that's has a lot to do with getting in tune to the person. Ooh, Jane
Right.
put
Know
thought
your
in
know the
that.
person you're
Read
with.
that one.
The reason that is because they're not honest with themselves. We know exactly how we treat our men/women, men and or women. But if they don't know, then there's a way to say it. But still, sometimes when you say it in a pleasant way, some will still take it in a fucked up way.
Like I was saying, it sometimes it doesn't matter.
I'm not responsible for how you interpret what it is that I'm saying. If I'm telling you, hey, tighten up, tighten the fuck up. It's simple. I'm not about to sit up here and soft shoe or, I'm not doing all of that. This is a real conversation that we're having about your erroneous ways. And I'm going to let you know, about said erroneous ways. And you take what you do what you will with that information, because if she was to, and that's how just my opinion, that's how we keep each other on point. That's how we're supposed to keep each other on point.
Right.
And moving as a unit. I would expect that from her.
Right.
So it's just, and I know we shouldn't really expect things from we shouldn't expect ourselves from other people. I just think that when you're in a relationship, I'm not even talking about dating, relationship, that means you've created a timeline with this person. So you guys have history, you know a bit about each other to know, like, okay, I don't understand why you off today or why you're, doing X, Y, and Z, but it's totally it's off track, it's off base, it's fucking you up, it's fucking us up. I need you to tighten up.
Right.
But human feelings are involved too.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if we can expect women to receive things like us men though too sometimes, because I think there is a big time difference.
There is a difference, yeah. And also, what's I gonna think? Communication is a two-way street. So you should want the person you're talking to receive the message the way it's intended. And if there's a misunderstanding,
I agree, Melissa.
Ensure if there's a misunderstanding about what you intended or how it was received, it needs to be clarified.
And I agree.
Which is why there needs to be communication.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I agree with what you said, and I definitely agree with what Melissa's saying. But we also have to, because we know the issues. What are we doing to bridge that gap? Because that is a big time issue. Talking to men have a hard time when they have something that is bothering them. They don't know how to approach their woman, how to talk without it going completely left field.
Right.
Even when you use the nice words and a lot of things, what Nick is saying is correct.
I'm not saying be disrespectful, but be stern. You know, be 10 toes down on what it is that you're saying, and obviously don't come out and be an asshole about it, or you know,
or condescending,
coming from the woman's end. Like, don't be a bitch about it. Just again, it's tough love. It's you're again, you're being stern. You're not being disrespectful, and you're actually letting this person know so that they can, you know, better in a way, just be a better version of themselves.
Right.
And tone is important, though.
Tone is very important.
Tone is very important, and that's part of your delivery.
Yes,
is your tone, and you have to be aware of your tone. And are you delivering this message in a constructive and non-confrontational way?
Exactly.
So the biggest part is getting them to see and recognize and understand what you're saying, that we all have faults. And a good way to do that is to bring up some similar faults of your own that you're working on.
Ooh, Doc, I don't know.
Do it. You got to do it.
I don't know. Okay.
It brings the defenses down. Let's hear that comment.
Nick Jones said
so, right, because I wanted to read Melissa's comment right after what you just said.
There's
no need to coddle a woman in this scenario, because women be all gas, no brakes when they want to tell their man what they're not doing.
I mean, but listen, everything
women,
you said,
yes.
Some women, and I totally agree. But again, we know this
a lot of them.
Oh,
damn, that's some word. A lot of them.
So Nick is saying a lot. T, what's your rebuttal to?
I mean,
you're the
I
lady on the panel.
I can just say how I am. Okay, if someone comes to me and says don't, and barking orders at me, I'm gonna stop listening. If we can have a conversation, we can talk about what we do and don't like, but don't give me orders.
Right, and
I'm a grown-ass woman.
Don't come with negative. Bring out some good qualities in her along these lines, and then suggest how to make them better, or the parts of those qualities that you don't care for,
to make the relationship better.
Yes.
Okay. Does her coworker? I mean, I hear what you're saying. I think that though, when you're having these type of discussions, sometimes they have to be raw. And so I think there is, how many times have I talked to her about this particular issue? Is she really listening to what the issue is? And then if it's continuous, then I have to get raw.
So I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said.
Talk to me.
From this comment here.
Okay.
So it says, Facebook user says, it's the way you say it. It's not about sugarcoating it. It's about coming to the conversation without judgment or anger.
Who is
it
that?
has to come from a loving place and not from a place of attack.
Yes.
You can't talk to your woman like you talk. Obviously, Summer. And,
right.
And I think I already.
I didn't hear the last of that. What was the last of it?
You can't talk to her and can't talk to your woman the way that you would talk to your homeboy.
Absolutely. And we said that though.
I think I covered that. Maybe I didn't say it, and maybe there's a way that I said it, but I said earlier, you got to be respectful, but still be stern and be 10 toes down in what it is that you're laying out. You don't have to be an asshole about it. Just, let her know what it is and what it ain't and what needs to be fixed.
Right.
And that's it, and even and to go back to what she said here, because I wanted to respond to, it's not about sugarcoating it. Okay, but see, it says right here at the bottom of the screen, women do not take criticism well, even if it's constructive. So even if someone is being her man is being respectful, and the tone is great and all of that.
Yep.
You still have some women out there that will immediately get defensive, disrespectful, combative,
and gaslighting.
Right. And then it goes back to what you were just saying, B, as far as is she really listening to what it is that I'm saying?
Okay, now knowing this, and when you see this in a woman, that's when the man has to take a step back
And take the leadership
to
role.
de-escalate and maybe change your delivery and find another way to get through to her, because obviously she's taking it confrontationally.
Yes.
And
Totally agree
you
with
have to find a way to communicate to her where she's defenseless, where she drops her defenses and realizes that we're having this conversation for the betterment of us,
the
and I'm not
relationship.
trying to break you down.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the thing, because we're supposed to be on the same team.
Right.
And that's, I think, sometimes is lost in translation.
Right.
It's kind of hard to do that when
Okay.
it's kind of hard to do that when you have women out here, some, a lot, whatever.
Okay.
Obviously not all, but
Give me a percent.
I'd say 75%.
Damn, dude.
It's kind of hard to do that when you have this other person who thinks they just do no wrong at all. You can't tell them shit. You can't give them any type of constructive critique whatsoever without.
But like
them.
you guys told me, why you still there?
Right. That sounds like a personality flaw to me.
Like you guys said earlier, why are you?
It doesn't even necessarily have to be a woman that you're involved with. It can be your mom. It can be your sister. It can be.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just saying, women across the board.
But it helps to bring to light some flaws about yourself and things that you are working on for the
aren't we cuddling when we do that though?
What?
Aren't you kind of doing some cuddling?
No. You're showing.
I'm bad at this too.
You're showing similarities that we are all.
No, what y'all's banter right now.
No,
the question that you asked is interesting.
Yeah, we're showing similarities that we are both flawed. And this is my flaw that I recognize in myself.
But I'm not talking about that flaw right now.
And I'm working on this. And then I also want to bring to light a flaw that I see in you. And hopefully you can see this yourself and work on it as well.
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
Because
to make the team stronger.
Right. A lot of women will see it not only as defensive, but that I'm the perfect man and something's wrong with you. And that's where the defensive shield comes up. But when you're saying, no, I have this flaw and this is what I'm doing to work on it. If I could do something better to work on it, let me know. But this is a flaw that I see in you and I want to make us.
Every time that we have a disagreement, I can't be saying that, okay, I'm flawed at this part.
No,
it has to be a certain point where I'm able to be free with, if it's a criticism, I should be able to criticize something and be like, hey, I need you to possibly work on this. And if it's something with me, then we can visit that.
I got it.
Now you went to disagreement. A criticism is not always a disagreement.
It's not always I'm just giving a criticism / disagreement. Can I do that or I can't do that?
No.
Which one you want me to say?
Because disagreement turns to an argument, debate. We're not debating.
See, Doc, we're going by wording.
Disagreeing.
Okay.
We're not disagreeing. It's not a disagreement. I'm sharing my views.
It's also,
but it says criticism. I'm sorry. Me and Doc have to smoke some cigars, so we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that because we said criticism too. So I'm just going on. If we're saying criticism, I've kind of put that in the same category, right? That's what that said under there is criticism.
Okay, but this is what my word of advice: don't criticize the person, criticize the behavior.
I totally agree with that. But I don't, all I'm saying is every time I'm critical of something, I don't always want, I just don't always want to have to point my flaw at. We all got flaws.
You don't have to, but that's
we're not talking about the man's flaw right now.
That's all I'm saying. Talk to me.
And I want to get to this comment.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But you guys are missing my point. I'm saying when the defensive shield comes up and the attack comes to get you off of them from criticizing, to de-escalate that situation, you bring up similar flaws. We're in this together.
I'll level with you. I've done that before plenty of times. Sometimes it's worked. Sometimes she kept on being combative and disrespectful to where it's just like, all right, discard it.
Let's table
Moving on.
But all I'm doing, I'm grabbing her hand. I'm doing something else. I'm not talking about, I'm showing that I'm still in this, but I don't think, I'm just not going to always point.
Because what I don't want to do with this topic right now is get away from who we're talking about. And we're talking about women and how they do not receive or.
Okay, I'll be quiet. We got a lot of
how they don't take constructive criticism too well.
So We got
real quick, Tamer. Let me read this real quick.
We got a lot of comments.
You know what women like.
I'm trying to.
We like for you to say what we can do to resolve this. Well, I don't know who said this, but this is not a we situation. We're talking about the person in the situation, that being the woman, who the man is saying, "Hey, babe, I need you to, again, you got to fix this."
But why can't it be we gotta fix this?
Because it's not.
Or why can't it be this?
It's not a problem that I'm bringing into the relationship.
But it's a problem you're experiencing.
You're experiencing. Oh, that's good. See that?
Right? But
okay, hold on.
Feelings though. It's like when this happens.
It's just funny how no. It's really funny how if this was a conversation flipped the other way, it would all be it wouldn't even be no we talk or what we can do to resolve what I'm doing as a man to bring about this animosity or whatever it is, this negative experience that you're experiencing as the woman in a relationship. The onus is on that man. But when we're talking about it like right now,
it changes.
It changes, and it has to be a unified effort. It's
the way you make it, it's not a unified effort. Okay, he is partially
right about that.
And the way that I see that is, yes, this is something that you need to work on. You may not, it is a we thing, but the way you include yourself in, this is what you need to work on. This is what I noticed that you need to work on. How can I support you in working on this?
That could be Heidi, but what about cases where
hold on,
that's not the case?
I keep wondering. It's like, okay, as a couple in a relationship.
Hold on, Heidi. If he's matching your energy, and if it's negative energy, stop that shit.
Run,
right,
Heidi, run. Okay, I'm looking out for you. Run.
If it's negative and it's matched, stop it.
Because a man shouldn't have to that extreme, right? So anyway,
I have a question for you guys.
Well, I'm not generalizing.
Oh, wait, hold on, Nick, ding, we got
it. Wait, read that after her.
Okay, so you're in a situation, a conversation with the person you're involved with, and you're not happy with it. Have you tried, or when this happens, it makes me feel this way. I feel this way because a lot of women I know are very in tune with feelings. And
very
so
good point.
saying, okay, when this happens, I feel unhappy about this. I feel hurt. I feel, and does that not work? Does that not work for anybody?
A much better delivery.
But you want an alpha male though, so I'm giving you some alpha right now.
If a male gives that to his woman,
don't have feelings.
Leave that last comment up because I want you to read that.
Okay. What you're saying? I'm sorry because I got two people. You guys are attacking me. I feel attacked, guys. You see what I'm talking about? I'm trying to match energy, and they're screaming.
That's a very good point. And if you deliver that to her, and you that way, that gives her time, and she processes it. Then you follow it up with the question: is that the way you want me to feel?
Because here's the thing: if you're in a relationship, and if you're hurting your partner, you're hurting the relationship, right?
If we're in tune with one another, though.
So
we got to be in tune. That's important, though.
You shouldn't want your partner to hurt because that should hurt you as well.
Right. You would hope. Wait, but you would hope that. Yeah, but I understand. I'm saying you hope that's because a lot of times people don't argue fairly. They don't argue, and it's a lot of emotion that's based on the criticism or arguing.
Right.
People don't know how to argue fairly. That's very disturbing.
Okay. Sorry, Nick.
What was that?
What were you saying, Nick?
Melissa, I feel like you're the only one that's actually like listening to what's being said.
Nick Jones.
We appreciate you. Facebook user says, I'm not throwing shade at all. I'm just going off simple observation. Generalizing about all women is not fair, clearly. There are men that don't want to hear their issues either, clearly. However, we're not talking about men tonight. We're talking about women. You have to, I'm just breaking this down as we go. You have to have a non-confrontational approach. Right. Being stern may come off as preachy and condescending.
Yep.
That goes back to.
I agree with that.
Right, but again, it's not being disrespectful, and I'm not calling you out your name or anything like that. And again,
but you still can be disrespectful outside of that, though.
But I'm saying in the case where you're not being disrespectful, you can talk to a coworker all day about what they need to do and be stern about that, right? Okay. Right, in order to keep business flowing without being a dick about it, right?
Yeah,
right. So the same thing applies here. So that's all I'm saying. And again, I'm not responsible for how you interpret the information, especially when I know that I'm not coming from a negative place, and I'm telling you that I'm not coming from a negative place, and you know that I'm not coming from a negative place.
But Nick, do you want to change? I'm just saying hypothetically. Do you want your partner to change? Because you can be right in what you're saying, but if the person is not receiving, and you eventually want them to receive, we got to find a way to for her to receive what you're saying.
Deliver it.
So it could be delivery, it could be all those type of things, and we got to find it, because you're just gonna be hitting your head against the wall, and because you're going crazy, she's going crazy. So
I would agree with that. Continued communication to find that happy
just to find
middle
that
ground.
this is somebody that you care about. So at the
Right.
end of the day, is I'm not trying to belittle you, and I'm not trying to be
because you can even
domineering. I'm trying to find this because
you can even
do to bridge this.
You can even hit her with a disclaimer. Look, babe, I'm not trying to come off disrespectful. Or, and then just go on about what it is that you want to put her on to. That's it. Your
cooking is subpar. I need your cooking to be sorry.
Then that's when you put her in the kitchen and give her some suggestions.
You better. Hold on, but hold on. You better know how to cook.
Right?
You better know how to cook.
I can order.
I don't know because I would never listen.
If I take her out, hold on.
Listen. Cook,
I can't say nothing about the cooking.
You can't cook.
No.
Hold on.
I think there's ways because I don't know. Hold on.
I can't.
I don't know how to cook, but I've had a lot of nasty, nasty ass food, but I know how to,
I got great
deliver
taste
it in a way where it's just like,
If it's too salty, I can't say it's too salty.
Yeah, you can. Watch your delivery though.
I would watch it.
Don't even say that. Just let your actions.
No. Baby, do you think this is salty?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know?
Let me finish the rest of this.
Baby, it's too salty. Okay.
Bottom line, approach and tone is everything, and that goes for both parties. Learn your partner to see what's the best way to communicate with them.
Yes.
And I agree with.
Yes, absolutely, guys. Make sure you guys keep liking and sharing. This is Shopkulture. This is what we do. We are trying to bridge gaps.
What's rude, Heidi? I
think she was talking about a previous.
She talking about Nick.
Not about you.
No, wait.
Cooking.
No, you talking about Nick Jones. Just say it, Heidi. You don't have to. Don't name drop though. No
name drop. Let me know if it's me.
Just Nick Jones.
But if you can't cook and cooking is important to you, make sure you get a woman that knows and likes cooking.
Well, absolutely, but I should be able to say if it's too salty.
Yes.
I had some cooking that was too salty. I just made a comment. I said it's too salty.
Right.
You asked me.
There's a way to say that, baby. This is a little bit salty, baby.
A little more salty.
I said, you know how I like it when we went to a certain restaurant. I said, this is it right here. Is that better? But we go to a restaurant? No. Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
All right, sorry.
Damn. Melissa says, funny part is women be wanting a man to solve everything based off of everything being their fault all of the time, right? Just saying, ain't no we in what I need to do. That's the whole point. Thank you, bars. Thank you, Melissa.
That's right. I agree with
that. Listen, we agree with you, but this is the issue, though.
And I will support you in what you need to do.
Not all women see it the way you do, and so we're talking to.
Who is this?
Oh, wait. Who's
hey, check this out. I appreciate the constructive critique. I appreciate it. I'll take that in stride.
I can't see, bro. Well, yeah, Nick is working on that.
I'm a work in progress.
Yeah, we all are.
What up, B?
What's up? How you living? So, anyways, we gotta get to real quick. We gotta get to we gotta get to the next real quickly.
She was talking about me with the Nick being shady.
Mm-hmm. I don't see.
Communicate about hey.
Thank you. Hi, see. So if it's too salty, if it was whatever the case, yeah, I can say it.
Yes, but it's like I said, delivery. How you? I would say something like someone cooked for us once, and it's like this has good flavors. However, it's a little more salt than I'm used to. A little more salt than I'm comfortable with.
But see, me, I like cooking, and when I cook, I want critique.
Most great cooks, they like that.
Yeah, I want to hear what you
is that true?
Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah, next topic, but
I swear, Nick is Nick, you hogging all of it.
Read it, Nick.
All these independent women out here being sensitive now, huh? Now how it's delivered. Now the delivery is what matters. He was just the toughest woman on the planet, though. Let's stop pretending and placating.
Ooh.
Drop the mic.
You can be tough, sensitive, whatever, and
She
still
said it.
delivery makes a difference.
They do make a difference though, because I think
Absolutely.
men
She said
are
it.
the
Someone
same
comes
way.
at you like they're your father, not your partner. That's a
She
big
said
difference.
it.
Because
Yeah.
if you want to have a meaningful conversation and where everyone gets something out of it, you want to deliver it in a non-confrontational way.
Yep.
Where it'll be well received
Because at the end
and
of the day,
processed.
you need your partner. So trying
Right.
to be right or trying to be that gets you no place.
Right.
I'm trying to get some that night, right? So I'm trying to get some. Hey, I gotta be cool.
Wow. The dateless in Seattle thing.
What we were just rating the dating scene 1 through 10 real quickly, in Seattle, and a lot of the men were over 8.
You said 8.5.
I said 8.5. Yeah,
What do the women say?
8.5, 8.5. You're right.
I didn't even comment on that one.
Wait.
I didn't either.
Wait.
I
Hold
enjoyed
on.
the comments.
Wait, how come you? Okay, T, you gotta give us. I mean, when you were, if you.
I mean, there are men out there. I get asked out. If I want to go, I go. I
Mhm.
mean, so I don't know other people's experiences with dating. I hear that there aren't a lot of. I've heard from women say there aren't a lot of men out there to go out with, but I don't know. I don't have that experience.
Yeah.
So I really don't feel like I can comment because all I have is my experiences.
But that's. I mean, it's still. You from your experience. That's
For
what.
me, there are plenty of men out there to go out with.
So out of 10, what do you give it?
8.5, 9.
Come
So
on.
are
There
we
are
saying
a
the
lot of men out
dating
there.
scene? Are we talking numbers in the dating scene or quality?
But everybody has
people.
different, because this is the
Okay,
thing. When I say
I
this,
thought it was experience.
I said
overall.
experience, but everybody, it's not enough men. Well, then you still had an experience.
of
You
men
might
out
not
there.
had the experience with a lot of different men. Just because you date
Or
with a lot of
did you
people don't
have
mean
a
it's a great
good
experience.
experience with very few men?
Yeah.
Do you consider the dating scene to be good?
Just because you date a lot of people don't mean it's all good
My
experiences.
last
Right.
lunch date was a lot of fun.
You're what?
My last lunch date was a lot of fun. We had a great conversation.
See?
Or is it that men see it better because men are only looking for very few things, and women in the dating scene are always looking for the next better thing? Could it be that?
Next better?
The next better thing?
The next best thing.
He looks good, he makes money, but
the butt comes in.
The next one, he makes money, looks good, likes kids. Well, it could get even better.
So
The guy
ladies
that
talk.
has the next best thing going than the one that she's dealing with.
Right.
In that
I could probably
that's what
do
you said.
better.
Right.
Oh, well, you get
Right.
better. Oh, well, are they always looking for better?
Then why get mad at men when men do the same thing that you're doing?
Well, men aren't.
It's the carousel of dick that they're riding around.
Right. I mean, but it's.
I really thought it was 10 out of 10, but I didn't want to go there on the dating because I think it is, and I'm not saying it because, somebody dating a lot of people. I'm just saying the experiences, meeting people. Again, I think people kind of go into dating with these unrealistic expectations too.
Right. Absolutely.
Like every date has got to be like, sometimes it's just simple conversation. Just, hey,
conversation is more stimulating than anything on a date because that's
Yes.
where you start to get to know anyone.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted some clarity
have it.
here. Wait, is that what women do? So
What women do? I can't
look
see.
for one better. Look to one up to do better and better. And
Oh,
better
yeah,
in the
dog.
dating scene.
Yeah.
if she doesn't already have a rotating roster,
Yeah, he
She's
looks
building one.
good.
A woman always has a roster.
Oh,
Now
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
women not gonna call you out.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Now you're at least hitting one. One of them's getting it. They got somebody. If a single woman has at least one that's getting it.
Oh, everybody's got somebody. Absolutely.
Well, but they will.
But if they're not in a committed relationship, what does that mean to you?
It don't mean nothing. But I'm
That's
just
none of
saying.
your
I'm just
business.
saying that it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad that you don't have nothing. You do have something now to your extreme.
So,
level.
and they have something and looking for something better, which makes my earlier
Hold
point.
up.
Oh,
Okay, hold up.
okay.
Looking to do better than what they. If you have something, why can't that be the one? No, because are they looking for something better?
No, it's just compatible sexually. That sometimes it's
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, you're talking. Everyone has someone.
So what if there's someone that's sexually compatible
me,
with
'cause I'm
you,
in church, so.
looks good, has a good job, okay, but he don't like kids. Okay, now I want somebody that looks good, sexually compatible, has a good job, likes kids, and
and
right.
If you have kids,
Are you
that's
looking?
important.
Are you looking for one better?
wait.
You know?
He has to have kids.
No. If you have kids already, he doesn't like kids. That's an issue.
Right,
So if
right.
you do meet someone and things are going well, you have kids, he doesn't like kids, then no, that's not going to work because you have children, he doesn't like kids. That's not going to work automatically.
But if you're digmatized, that's a whole different story.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Then,
Because dating
then
is-
put him, and I'd say put him in a spot.
But he's
This-
not-
This is hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
Oh,
Hold that. Then he has a spot. This is your spot right here. Stay in this spot right here, right? And this is your role
This
right
sound
here.
like
Take care of me sexually.
Okay.
However, anything beyond that, you're not it.
damn, that's cold. So you placing,
So what
you're placing
is-
the person.
So
in the
what
box.
is it is the one that's going to take care of you sexually and like kids, which is the one better that I spoke
Can you,
of earlier.
can you help me out with this one? You're limiting the person that's giving you some good D,
If he
and
has
you're
if I have kids, he like kids. Why would I bring around my kids?
but you're still having sex. So if you don't,
Okay, it's just sex.
oh,
Some people
oh,
have
damn.
sex just to have sex.
What happened to the
Newsflash.
meaningful? Okay,
Well, he doesn't have
I'm
that.
old school, so I
So
guess
you're
Sometimes-
she's still in
sometimes
search of the one better.
one better. God,
Sometimes
you
people
are.
have sex just to have sex. It
Really?
happens.
But he's not the
Really?
complete package. So we got to do
Happens.
better than that.
Shouldn't we be a little bit better?
Bars,
trying
Doc,
to-
bars.
If
Shouldn't
someone,
we be better and look for a little bit more than just sex?
If
It just
that's what you
seems like
want.
it.
if that's what you want, yes.
Right. That's why
that's
you
what you
say
want.
you're dating. You got someone, but you're dating. Why? Because you're looking for that one better.
But how come when you ask a woman or a man that they can't just say it's just sex, or
Because if
it's
a
so they
woman,
gotta lie
because
and
if-
act like it's something more. No, it's
We
not.
already know
I can't-
society is going to look at how
Women
we view
differently.
the right.
Women view differently. A woman saying, "I've got a friend."
But a
that I
woman can
have-
tell you everything else honestly.
okay, because men can't take that. If you go on a
No,
date and
men
she's like, yeah, I got a man, and he's just blowing my back out.
I would like to hear that. Why wouldn't it?
No,
Men
you
can't
don't
handle
wanna
that.
hear that.
Men
Yeah,
can't handle
Men
that.
can't handle
What's the
that
big deal about that?
because then there's a
They
mental
don't-
picture. in
A lot
your
of men don't want competition.
her getting her back blown out.
And nine
Okay,
times
so
out
you
of
want a woman to lie
A
to
lot
you.
of
You rather
men
have a
do
woman
not
lie
want
to you.
competition.
And
No.
9 times out of 10, that man trying to blow her back
Yeah.
out. You don't want to hear about what the next nigga just got
Right.
done doing.
Now, now you have now you
well,
have
be
the-
that's you, but most
Yeah.
dudes is not.
Most dudes, that puts the mental picture in your head of this woman sitting before you, getting her back blown out by Big Dick Black.
Now, if
Or-
you now,
Or
But Big D, you know she's getting some big D, and that's
This makes
fine. I
sense.
mean, just like if
What?
that's the case, what's wrong with that? I mean, sometimes we got to stop lying to each other. We keep lying to
The
each other.
majority of the men do not want to hear that.
Yeah.
No,
wanna be
they
lied
can't
to.
handle it.
Tell
Only-
me, man, am I right or wrong?
No,
It's like
I would
ask
say
no questions. Get
I
no
would say there's a minority of player out there that's like, okay, you do you. I
Yeah.
can't police what
Right.
you're doing. You know, what can we do though in this situation? That's all I'm for. You got there's only a few dudes that can like have that conversation
Right.
and put words into foot to pavement and move in action, right?
But my-
Whereas a lot of dudes, they not trying to. I agree.
Right.
They not trying
But
to.
my
Hear that.
advice to you fellas, don't ask questions that you don't want answers to.
Hello.
But they're gonna come up
I-
because she's gonna ask you.
Good point. Good
So that's
point.
what I'm saying. So y'all just falling in
You
line.
can try to avoid it if you want
Yeah,
to, but
you
it'll
can.
come up. It's
You
gonna
start
come up.
sexing that woman, she gonna ask you what? She basically gonna ask you, is she the only one, or it's always gonna come up eventually? So I just supposed to be like, well,
At
no.
some
you-
point,
Oh,
when you
okay.
go into dating, when you go on a first date with someone, it should be rule of thumb. Should just assume that everyone has someone.
Oh, that's
We're
what I
not
just,
out
that's
here
what I
in our
said.
adult age and not have anyone in our life.
So women, stop trying to say the Seattle dating scene is under 8 because you got somebody. So at least it's 7.
Yeah, you got somebody.
So at least 7.
But you're just looking for something better and better. If you look at Dr. Joyce Dryer's little skit
Damn,
about
he
the
said-
husband store,
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, somebody
Perfect
says
analogy.
it's collecting data, and that's and basically. Wait, didn't you say that too before? Nick,
I've said
Yes.
said
Nick
that.
says
in-
there
said
about
before.
20 times. You must have heard. Yeah. So that's all. We're all lying to each other, and I'm just trying to skip to it.
lying.
No,
We're
no,
lying?
no,
Oh,
no,
Are we
lying.
lying?
so I mean,
I'm gonna tell him.
no, you're not, T.
I-
You are you serious? You gonna tell?
Okay, I was seeing this one guy for a little while, right?
Okay. Oh
And
Lord, here we go.
He asked me, "Are you seeing anyone?" I said, "Well, I have a friend I have sex with," and he was like, he couldn't handle it. He goes, "Well, if we're gonna be dating, you can't be with him." I'm like, "Really?" It's like,
Damn.
Because he was looking to do something long term,
He was
date
looking
to
to
get
a
into a
relationship.
relationship
he
with
didn't.
you.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't end up being long term, but we did it for about a year off and on.
Wait,
Well, a couple years
but
off and
Nick
on.
is saying
But-
he wanted.
right,
You might not want that. That's all Nick
He
was
was
saying.
like-
That's exactly what.
Yeah,
B, that's exactly what I said.
But he didn't like the competition part because he didn't want me being with somebody else. You know,
Alright.
a lot
I'm
of
not
me-
going to compete. That's
So,
one thing I'm
he
not
just
going to
Wait,
do.
I was like,
Dog,
you know,
Big Dick Black is sliding through. You can have.
I mean, it's like I was
it could be
honest.
it could be big dick or little dick. It's still you still got competition,
But I
so it
was,
doesn't matter.
but I was honest. It's like he asked me a question. I told him the answer. He didn't like the answer because he couldn't handle it.
I'm
Why
not
not?
going to
There you go.
If
It's
he
not a
had
big
said-
deal.
You're lost.
If he had said, "I've got another woman," I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. As long as you protect yourself and protect me, whatever, good, you know.
But okay, can we go back real quickly to something that Doc said? Doc, we just already said that the probability that somebody has somebody else is high.
It is.
So then, it shouldn't matter whether or not they're messing with whoever, right? At the end of the day, is you work on your game, and hey,
You
best
just
man
don't-
wins.
You just don't have that conversation until you get to the commitment level.
I think the big.
Doc.
I
You
agree with
just
you on that.
assume that.
But
it's
I think
happening prior to that.
I think the question is what's the why? Why are we dating? What are we doing here? Especially if you have that information, like homeboy with UT, he had the information, and you know he in that situation he got up out of Dodge. But you got folks that don't. They try to angle it to make it work. I don't know. But
Which
in knowing that information,
Which is why when I was in the
why are
dating scene
go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
recently, I would just love to hear to wait. I would just wait for that question. Why are you dating? Because I want to answer that question, and I want it to be known. I'm dating with hopes of getting into a long-term monogamous relationship that's going to lead to marriage.
There you go.
Wow. Let me write that down.
Yeah,
No,
with the
really,
intention.
that-
yes,
and
with the intention.
That is
True.
and I do that.
But there's no timetable on that. So if I write that
it
down,
has
there's no
to
timetable.
evolve. It
Oh,
has
okay.
to
I didn't
happen
know.
But as
organically.
long as they know that, though,
Right.
then
You
that's
Okay.
need to know that.
All right. I can say hypothetically then speaking.
and
maybe
now
let
you
it out.
act accordingly. If you feel the same way, I'll see it. If you don't, I'll see that as well.
But why not have zero expectations?
I don't have expectations. I'm telling you, this is why I know what I want.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I know where I'm going. This is what I want. If you're on the same page, then we're going to evolve.
But
If
what I'm
not,
saying
we
is
won't.
maybe the ladies, all I'm saying is maybe the lady's going into it with zero expectation. And if it grows, that doesn't mean she likes you any less or any more. It's just like, hey, I have no expectation. I'm dating.
I don't have expectations either, but
Okay.
this is why I'm dating.
Okay.
And she knows
and so
that.
if he's telling a woman like
Like,
T,
T
or
right
an
here.
example
T.
that T
Honesty
gave,
is important.
then it's just like, what is that man?
So
do
T,
from
would
there?
you
Obviously,
just
he
tell
keeps
us?
pushing.
Well, hold
if
on.
we get to if we evolve to the point of commitment and you still want to big dick black sliding in,
I can't say no big dick black. All right.
This shit is hysterical. This whole
So
character.
let me ask T real quickly. Is it hard for a woman to tell men in general if that's all they want is D and just sex? Why does it always seem to be a difficult conversation to have? Because
women are judged.
that,
but not by any
Women
man
are
would.
judged.
They are judged,
But
but
I mean,
I
be
think
judged by that man who's
Yeah,
just like
that's what I'm
mine, like,
saying.
yo, I'm cool with it. Let's do
Yeah.
it. But there's the rest of society that's
Well,
not
most
like,
so
of
"Ugh."
stop lying to
Maybe
me
not
and say
judged
that
by
you
him
want
on that
more, and
day,
that's all
but
you
let
want.
them
Right.
have it down the line,
And
and
he would be a part of society that's now still
Judging her.
judging that woman. As
Right.
Women,
That's
stop
what-
using us men. Damn it!
right.
If
If that's all you want is D, just say it.
And
You
if
don't
I
have to
come
lie to
out
me.
and say why
We
I'm
have feelings
dating,
too.
if I come
Okay.
out and say I'm dating to be in a monogamous relationship, that's going to lead to marriage, and she says I just want sex. Well, then we're done.
But most women are not going to say they just want. That's what we're
but
saying.
I mean, I'm cutting a few paragraphs
Yeah.
of conversation. But when it comes down to that, I just want a relationship. I just want to, get dick down and get my back blown out every now and then. Well, I'm not the guy for that.
Ah, that's so tough. Wait, Heidi says what? We are treated accordingly, and men, it's understood.
I guess he wants you to break that down.
Yeah, because okay, yeah, I would like that broken down. But I just think that
And what's so tough about what Doc just said?
What?
What he just said, because you said it's in response to what Doc just laid out. You said it's tough.
I can't.
That's saying that she just wants to be dick down, and I'm.
Oh, it's tough because I'm just saying the likelihood of women just saying that we
But
know as
it'll
men.
come out in conversations, and this helps. A little over drinks.
Well, I always say
It's gonna
that.
come
I always
out.
say that we just lying to each other's past. So there's nothing wrong with that either.
We're not lying. Be honest.
Well, no,
I can take it.
people don't want.
Most
See,
men
people
can take it.
No, yeah, right. Men can't
You
take that.
can.
Men
Men-
can't take, like she said, when
Literally
a women
just went over how men
can't take.
cannot take such directness coming
No.
from not
No, they
well, a
can't.
woman like
This
T, like
this beauty said, like, listen, I only want you, or I got somebody else that I'm
Take care
giving
of
it
those
to.
Things, yes.
so
He's
if
like,
it was me, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Matter of
Right.
fact, check please.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
We ain't
Wait,
got nothing to
are
talk
you-
about.
Are you still opening up for other suitors though, or you're just saying that?
Wait,
She's
can
got
he?
other
Can,
suitors.
wait. Can he hitting? Can I hit too?
Or it's just,
See, I don't.
I mean, we're
know.
saying hypothetical. We're not putting your business.
Hypothetically.
Hey,
I'm not playing second fiddle.
Hypothetically.
I can play third fiddle if I'm getting some.
me. That's all. This is what I was asking.
Ain't no fun.
This is exactly what I was asking. He hitting? Can I hit too?
Are you saying yeah to that, or
I would say there have been times in my life
oh, there's nothing wrong with
when
that?
I've had more than one person I've been involved with.
I love when a woman can admit that, because a woman cannot admit when she has more than one sexual partner.
However-
Why?
Well,
And-
we already we went into that.
Because we get
We're
judged.
changing movement. We want a
however-
movement.
One of the guys found out that I wasn't only with him. We had never had a conversation. We never said we were exclusive. He got pissed that
Well,
I
you
had
sh-
someone beside him. He
Well, you
was
should have
really
told him.
mad.
I have
Wait,
my
wait,
player days too.
Wait, hold on. Why does she have to tell anybody
That's also
that?
facts, Melissa. Go ahead.
Well, she don't have to tell
No,
him. She
you
don't have to
tell
tell
him
the man
that you're
nothing.
not the only one in my life.
But she,
We never had.
Simple
we
as
never
that.
said we were
But-
exclusive. We never said we
yeah.
were dating. That we were exclusively dating.
Regardless,
We're
you let
hanging
a
out.
man know that you're not the only man in my life.
Doc, I gotta call you. That's
And
old
let-
school.
And let him make that decision.
Heidi broke it down.
Oh.
If women were allowed to be upfront, we would be treated accordingly. With men, it's understood that they are talking to other women.
So true.
But Heidi, we're saying on this panel, it is
However,
all right
Heidi-
to be you
This guy.
and to talk to other men.
Because he's a player, but she's a hoe.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
That's corny though.
And
We gotta. That's
the thing is-
corny.
but
That's
the
corny.
way
We gotta
he
stuff.
get-
sees it.
I
That's
mean,
corny.
That's
Nobody.
how he sees it.
That's how men
That's
see
corny.
it.
Spell a topic.
Well, she's a hoe. She for the streets.
That's
You
corny.
know?
Listen, a woman should be able to do just do you. Now, when you get in a relationship, I think that's a totally when you're.
When your relationship is totally different,
It's
unless,
totally
unless
different.
you have an open relationship and you discuss that already, that's totally
I would
different.
encourage a woman to have multiple because therefore, yeah, I don't have a
If
problem
she
with
wants
that.
to have multiples, I'm just not going to be one of those multiples.
Damn,
because-
Doc old school.
I'm just
You got men that move certain ways.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
You got cats that I'm not.
Would
doing.
that bother you,
It's
though, Nick?
non-negotiable. Huh?
Would that bother you, Nick Jones?
I would appreciate her honesty, and if she was letting me hit that night, then
I would
If he
appreciate
asked you,
okay.
if someone asked me, I'm gonna
But
tell
it might
you
not go.
period.
It might not go. it
So
might
you
not
would
be
hold that
anything
against
serious.
her because
I wouldn't hold nothing against her.
Okay, I'm
I
just
just said
making sure.
I would appreciate her in her honesty with that.
But I'm talking about
And nine
after the
times out
fact.
of
If I
10
hit it that night, right,
Uh-huh.
and would that change my view because she told me up front that she had somebody else that she's having sex with?
It wouldn't. I wouldn't have.
Would you still,
I
if
would have
you
a
like
problem.
her, would you still go after her?
no because
Oh,
it's
I'm being
more than
honest.
sex
I'm being
because-
honest when I say 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna go anywhere serious.
Because you had sex that first night, or is it because you had sex so early in it? Well, I mean, why is
Because
that?
I'm not one of those dudes, one of your multiples. So
Damn,
you're
you
not,
get mad.
you're not worthy of
So
this.
your intention is different. So
Wait,
your
hold
intention-
on.
You're not worthy.
She could be very worthy of it, but she
We're
has a
not getting
value.
this.
So,
She's not getting this. And if you want to get this, you're gonna have to move a certain way.
We went to Applebee's. She might be like, shit, we went to Applebee's.
She
It's
can be
okay.
poly. She can be poly.
Well, you
But
don't
I'm
always
not.
have to be polished.
But I'm
Sometimes
not.
it don't have to be a
That's true.
lifestyle. Sometimes
Well, if
you,
you're just having fuck buddies, to have fuck buddies, then because
sometimes
people
you have
do
an
that too.
experience. Sometimes you go
But
on a date.
feelings are exchanged through physical
That is
contact.
very true. That's very true.
So and then
T said,
And-
whoa, woo. T said,
So wait a minute.
Oh,
I have a question.
oh,
I have a question.
feelings are exchanged through physical
I have a
contact.
question. I'm
And if
trying
I
to
give
ask-
it to you right, I'm gonna unlock that psycho gene in you, and then here you come.
okay, if I haven't heard back from her, I messed up, didn't I? It wasn't good.
Right.
Goddamn.
You didn't do something.
Ah, Lord.
Doc, that's exactly what I was leading
Ah.
into.
Oh, wow,
How do I softball this?
What? Say it. Say it, Nick. Y'all didn't ask. We got to
Give us a fastball. We don't do the softball.
You know how we doing this.
Fast pitch.
So ain't nobody never hit you with demon dick before.
Demon dick.
Dick, yeah.
See?
like Golden Dick Award.
Yeah. Dick
Where you're just like,
ties.
I gotta get on this phone and call him right now. Like you ain't never had like a dude really. Like,
Imagination's going, what's that motherfucker doing
Of
right
course,
now?
God has experience that we're
Parking
incredible. Of course
outside
we
of
have.
his house at 2 a.m. and
What?
shit.
It
No.
was.
To
It was.
see what he's doing.
But
No.
it wasn't enough to it wasn't enough to cultivate something more than just.
I got married before, so you know.
Oh, see what happens when you got that good? They want to marry you. So that's why I said be subpar.
Well, there
men be subpar. You don't have to worry about being married. There you go.
Threatening to cut it. I'll cut your dick.
Oh man, when they get like
so
that,
it can't evolve into something long term, something like marriage.
It all depends on where you're at, and that's at the time of your life, right? I mean, there may be a time in your life when you're not looking for a relationship, but you just want someone that takes care of those needs, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's great.
But he wearing your ass out all the time, and you ain't caught not one feeling.
Yeah,
depends on the guy.
Yep,
could be the guy.
Yeah, and he's putting temporary.
But I can go right afterward. I can go home right after that.
Please do.
Oh, hey, you guys asked? I said I can go home right afterwards. She said, "Please do." Now that's a winner in my book. That's good.
Oh no, there's some slight cap here.
Well, you need to pay that dude.
There's some slight.
That sounds like some gigolo action to me.
I got my cash app. Let me get this cash. Put that cash app on.
Oh, it's in the description. But
here's my Venmo.
You're crazy.
Hit me on the Venmo.
Oh, wow. Who said this?
This is gonna be super interesting if
we got it.
This coming from a woman.
Yes.
Yeah, who is that? Put your name on there. But in the exchange of physical contact, feelings are exchanged.
Not for everybody.
I don't care what anyone says.
Not always.
I don't care.
See, he's just telling you, no.
Not always.
Unless it's a transactional.
Yeah, payment.
It can be just for fun. It's like, you know what?
Goodness.
It's like, you look good, she looks good, whatever. There's something going
So
on.
you want to do it just once, or you want to do it again?
Sometimes a one night stand is just that, a one night stand. And I.
Ooh, who does that?
A one night stand?
You never had
I mean, yeah. Let's see. This is interesting. Okay. Melissa said 10 for Melissa. Well, Melissa, with your whole views, it's probably, I can see that for her.
What if he's passionately eating that box?
Oh.
And then alternating that stroke. What if he's not? What are your feelings? What if he is? This is a scenario.
Ooh! Oh, wow. Makes you make that noise.
If you're eating, you're cheating.
It sounded like a wounded.
You're cheating if you're eating.
No, it sounded like a wounded black bear.
He did. I don't know about that.
You got to eat it before you beat it. Come on.
Hello.
Oh, you definitely need to be eating the box.
No, you damn it don't. Yeah. Anyway, hell no.
You need to be eating the box from
the
front, from the back. You need to be eating it.
That's too much.
No, it ain't.
All right, guys. Anyway, remember, guys, this is Shop Culture. Tune in every Tuesday.
Ooh, this is interesting. We gotta.
Oh, I would rather the stroke than eating it. Talk to me. Who is that? They're on my team.
Eating it right. Hello.
Oh, now you get
exactly. That's what I was gonna say, but I'm let the woman speak on that.
Y'all are being mean.
In case they
non-eaters.
Hold on. In case they didn't hear what you said, T. What'd you say?
If you'd rather have the stroke than eating, if it's not all that, he's not doing it right.
Boom.
He's just not.
Ooh, you're not doing something right.
He's not doing it right.
All my fellow non-eaters, where you at? Talk to me.
It's just you, B. You're
Talk
literally
to me. Right, non-eaters.
So we know who to avoid.
Damn.
Non-eaters.
Fellas, if
that's put a shirt on. So we know non-eaters right here.
If that's your
anonymous, you need help.
Fellas, get you a lesbian friend and have her give you some lessons.
Really?
Why?
Whoa.
Why would you do that?
Whoa.
If you're not eating it right, get you a lesbian.
Somebody said I'm 54. I've had some good. Is that who's that? Who is that?
Is this summer?
Next year. Oh, 59 years old. 59.
Someone over there talking like that. Let's see. 54. Ooh, 54. That's a good age. Anything over 50, I almost say.
I was just saying in one of the threads. I think I might have to go up to
59
50.
next year.
So I think I may need to do this.
I said anything over 50.
Doc.
What'd you say?
I was telling him I might have to start dating. I might have to start dating 50 plus women, man. I might have to just
diversify.
Right, you got to diversify your portfolio. I've been trying to talk to him. Now he's got to stop that eating, but hey, we don't have to do that.
No.
Oh no, that'll never stop. That'll never stop.
We'll get to some help.
Shopkulture
intervention, something.
You got that licky?
No.
Wait, is this summer?
No, I don't know what it is. Wait, hold on. You know that's not old school. Old school cats back in the day weren't doing no eating.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
Who was it?
No.
I heard that y'all.
No.
I heard cats. I heard cats in the '90s was scared of the cat. Dudes in the 90s were scared.
That's not
When
true.
I talk to cats,
They
old
were
school,
talking
they're like,
Scared to
around
eat.
their
Scared
That's
to eat.
not true. That's not.
They were doing it just they were under
Not
radar
brothers.
about it.
not brothers.
Would they
though.
do? Would
They
they
were-
do it and then lie about?
They may lie. They were doing it, but they were.
Okay, that's what I
let
thought.
me put it this way. I'm a,
Brothers
hold
weren't
up.
doing that back in the
hold
day.
up, hold
I'm
up.
being real, guys.
Now this might be a little gross to some people.
Oh no!
Okay.
Remember
Now,
that we got certain people watching.
Disclaimer.
Okay.
So this may be a little gross. I'm
We're
a
all
mechanic,
adults.
right? When I was stationed in Okinawa, working in a shop, there were 29 men and me
International.
working together,
Talk to
and
me.
the guys would talk about among themselves who had gotten the Red Wings.
Oh,
They would compare who had gotten the Red Wings.
Who's flying? That means who's flying.
that's for
guys.
savages. That's for
And
That's
so,
for.
I mean, they were proud to talk about who got the Red Wings.
No, are you talking about having? Yeah, because you're talking about having sex during that. That's not
We're
a
talking
big
about
deal.
oral doing
But
that.
that's what I'm getting at.
Yes.
But when you're talking about oral,
They were
What?
proud.
No.
They were proud to say,
What if
I
you
got,
bring it
I
on?
got.
Oh, Heidi, that's a bold claim.
Oh.
All right, all
is
right.
Heidi West Coast? Is she-
She said West Coast dudes is the reason why dudes wasn't eating it, but
Oh.
Lil Wayne brought it back.
See now you're doing too
Listen,
much.
I love a
That
woman.
was-
I love a woman who's on her.
Heidi, we
hip-hop.
got to kick Heidi off. She
Hold on,
was
but Nick,
she was
that was back in the 80s.
Okay.
That was back in the 80s.
Okay.
They would come to work and brag about their Red Wings they got.
Mm.
So,
Man,
But that
no.
was like back in,
Yeah.
that was in Japan though.
Yeah, that was
these were Americans.
No.
Oh, we were all
But they
military.
wasn't
We
home where
We're
they could
all
be.
American.
American brothers were not
All
eating until
Americans
about
about their
maybe
Red
10 years
Wings.
ago. Anyways,
Now, why weren't the old school brothers admitting that they were doing this because they feel that it put them in a semi-submissive position?
I heard that, but
yeah.
I don't know because
Yeah, I think so.
I heard.
I just think that if you got the D game, you didn't have to do that. That's what they were
Wrong.
saying. I don't
It's
know.
a package deal.
Look how wrong
Yeah.
y'all were. Look how wrong y'all
Were they
were.
wrong? All these babies they were having.
Yeah.
And
They were
Well,
probably-
hey.
what? Read that one.
They were probably just starting and wasn't really good. Ooh.
Wasn't doing
Bullshit.
it.
But it was, but it's, but it has never meant that much to me. I mean, they good to think about for masturbation, but never caught feelings from it.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Okay.
From I missed
Yeah, we.
the proof.
Well-
that's right, Heidi. They were doing that.
Yes, quite a bit.
No, somebody was asking the previous comment, or that was in relation to what you were saying,
was
T,
saying
about
about-
if she hadn't had that experience before to know if it was good enough or not, and that was that.
That's what they were
person's,
responding to.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Have you had temporary paralysis?
Have you? Oh,
The
go ahead.
legs,
I'm
the
talking to her.
legs
Oh!
shake. Damn,
It's
God.
getting real.
Wow.
Doctor's doing some PhD work
Holy
tonight.
shit. Oh my God. He said I was stiff. I couldn't move.
That knee. Oh, wait. She said a long-term fuck buddy
Hold on.
is a relationship.
It is, or a
It's a-
situationship.
Yeah.
Type of relationship.
Ooh,
It's a type
I think it's a type
It's
like
a type of
on.
relationship.
It can
Type.
evolve. It
It's
can
a,
evolve.
it's a
There are many types of
situationship.
There are many
Yeah.
types of relationships.
Yeah.
Many types. There's a spectrum.
Yeah, and we talked about that before. It's types of relationship that we all have. So
Right.
That's one of them. It's complicated.
very complicated.
Backpedal away from the complications
Mhm.
when you hear that. Backpedal.
Hey guys, real quickly, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Shopkulture. Make sure you like and share, and we appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys for tuning in and staying with us. And yes, all my non-eaters. Let's go.
Okay.
Anyways,
That's
We'll
crazy.
get you some help, Barry. We'll get
That's
some help.
wild. That's wild.
what are y'all doing? Make sure you guys. What are you guys doing for New Year's Eve?
Eating some no,
Oh wait, Nick. That was Nick Jones.
I know what I'm doing.
If you guys in the area, I think we're gonna go smoke cigars on Friday. Make sure y'all, man, come on through. That's
Yeah.
Smokey Joe's.
Smokey Joe.
Come on through. Say what's up. Say hello. Let's go. Shopkulture.
All right.
Have good
Damn, we
sleep.
went long.
Yeah, we had.
Right.
It's the end of the year.
Yeah,
we
the
had
end
to
of the
give
year.
them a little.
It's our last show of the
Happy
year.
holidays, all.
Yeah.
It's crazy
We
how
thank
when you start
everybody.
talking nasty, all of a sudden they
I
want to
think you
just.
got. Oh, that's
Nah,
right.
nah.
Okay.
They talk nasty, all of a sudden they, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't, you see.
Last
right.
show of the year, y'all.
Yep.
Y'all be safe out there, and we will catch y'all next year. All right, that's game. We out.
All right. One
That's
love.
gay. That's gay.